on YouTube. This is the Fantasy Save file from Little Red Writing Sim on Twitter. That's her handle on Twitter. She has assembled a file of every world in the Sims 4 except for probably like the most recent world or the most recent 2 worlds with fantasy builds for the file. We're going to go to Sulani today. Stick with me today. Let's take a look at what we have here. We're going to jump in with Captain Manu and crew. They look really, really rocking hot here. Right off the bat, let's start with a good crew of guys to lead us around the main lagoon here in Sulani. Now it says, Captain Manu was famous in ports everywhere for his scandalous deeds and romantic tryst. Everyone wanted to tame the alluring captain and make him theirs, but could not. In Sulani, he met a beautiful siren who wooed him with a song, fed him strange fruit, and put him to sleep with a soft kiss. When he awoke, he was a merman, and the siren was gone. He never forgot that kiss and has spent the last 40 years searching the deep sea for his one true love. Now, that is the definition, at least, of the captain here. We have a pretty cool lot. This is very neat. We've got a towering sort of home here, maybe a cobbled together sort of home, half built, half on the ruins of another structure, perhaps. This is awesome. One thing I love right off the bat, skeleton hanging from a cage over the water, right? I guess he was a lifer. He was a lifer, never made it out of that cage, poor guy. And then up here we have, kind of our pirate flag. I'm going to guess was this partially built from a ship? Maybe partially built from a ship. It looks really cool. I do really like the way they've used these rocks here. These are debug rocks, from the debug menu in game. Very nicely used, very nicely done. Love the way it kind of stretches out here into the water, a bit like an archipelago or something. I love the cobbled together feel of this. Let me just reiterate that again. I love the feel that maybe it was built over time and kind of added on to, including things like this sort of bridge stretching off over here. This bridge, again, it has a real feel of something that was a ruin and they just built onto it. Pretty nice setup. We've got a bedroom here, a little bit of an office, obviously someone keeping their memoirs. Nice use of different items. I love that. Tucked in there. Again, it feels to me like maybe a shipwreck, right? Shipwreck helped them kind of build on here. This is probably the captain's quarters, top of the building, got all of his, he reads, he's a reader. He's got some books here. Some crates from the ship. It looks really cool. This is a nicely decked out room. I love the way this is at an angle. They did a great job with the door there. It fits really well, really perfectly. Now the crooked chimney, it looks like it's about to fall off the side of the building. Very well done. Very, very cool. I love that. That is awesome. Kind of the main floors of the house. So we've got a bar tucked in here. Very cool. That's nice. Got a place to have something to eat. A dining room, right? Dining room tucked in here. Drug back the cannons from the ship, right, for a little defensive measure against maybe that catamaran out there or something. But this is cool. They've got a map there. Maybe it's a treasure map. Maybe it's just a map of the island. It's not really a map of the island, of course, but it gives you something, some play feature there, something to look at. It's just a bar. It is a bar. You can pour a drink there for yourself as well. Bridge over to the observation sort of observatory, really, not a telescope, sort of an observatory. It looks like we do have a ladder here. Yeah, so there was a ladder up here to this sort of like poop deck, right? So they call it, what do they call that? No, crow's nest. Like a crow's nest. Could ring the bell, get people's attention. This looks good. This is really, really good. I do like the way they've built this. Now, we don't really have a kitchen so far. Maybe the kitchen's on the lower level. We've got some crates again, kind of stacked up here. Crates of bounty and booty. This guy, that's awesome. The little death gnome kind of creeping up on them. I don't know if he's there to help them harvest the souls that, these guys are gonna take, or if he's there to collect on the pirates themselves. But this is neat. This is nice. Nice little caged area here, a little cell for when you maybe are gonna get out. They gave this one some food, a little tankard of ale. This guy over here, the skeleton in the cage, Not so lucky, buddy. Not so lucky. Now this is fantastic. So we've got the treasure room here, right? They've rescued their treasure from the ship. If this is meant to be kind of like after a shipwreck or something, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just their normal base, but they have got a lot of treasures stacked away in this room here. Just kind of an empty room over here. We've got maybe something you could use it for. It could be that with all the rocks, you know, it can't really be used. Might be some routing issues. But it's got that look like it could, so maybe you could use it. It definitely seems like you could walk down from there. Let's see here. Let's grab the captain and see if he can walk. We'll have him walk down the stairs here. Oh, well, no, I can't get down those stairs. Probably because this is going to be a debug platform, maybe. My guess would be he probably can teleport down here, though. Yeah, he can teleport down there. So you could use that for Sims and, you know, kind of have them, I don't know, put a secret room in there. Maybe put the treasure room in there, kind of make that the treasure room, something like that. A really secret treasure room for your Sims. The debug items from Sulani, that shipwreck was in the debug items. Really, really cool debug items. There's a lot of stuff you can do with them. I don't care what it says. Okay, so let's check out this bar here. This looks pretty good. Let's go all the way up first. Does use these great debug items from Sulani. I like this way this is bent here into the sand. Definitely looks like a shipwreck. Has a great feel to it. It looks pretty cool. We got a nice bathroom here. Very, very nicely laid out. You know, maybe looks like it used some leftover parts from the ship itself. These sort of Victorian items give it a great ship feel. This looks really cool. I love the office back here. I love that. Obviously a pirate ship, right? Obviously a pirate ship that crashed. Great look, though, all those gold bars piled up. Either that or the bartending business. The bar business on Sulani is pretty good, right? And it probably is pretty good. I'm going to give them that. But this is a cool office. This looks really nice. I like this office a lot. Very well decked out. You could almost adapt this into a house if you wanted to use this as some place to live. It is open at the end here, but you could play around with it a little bit, turn it into a house. Got an organ. Let's see if you can play. Have him practice maybe or something. Great place to sit. Not a whole lot to this lot, of course. I mean, it is a bar. You don't need a lot for a bar, right? But it looks good. It's a great idea. It's perfect for the theme. Here we are at the bar. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. We're going to go all the way up first. Really nice build. It's got a sort of English colony sort of vibe, right? Old English colony sort of vibe or European colony sort of vibe. Sort of cobbled together. Let's take a look back here in the back. They've also used some old ship parts, you know, got to use what's left behind here in Sulani. And that's kind of true, I think, on a lot of islands. Things don't necessarily go to waste. Level. Now, inside here, we've got some bedrooms. Again, set up kind of like an inn, you know, kind of like a sort of, like an inn where you could spend the night. Not really long-term, more like a hotel, you know. I love this one with the window. Super cool. Love that. That's cool, too. Looks like there's a lot of rooms up here, both singles and doubles. So they are thinking. Might meet someone friendly downstairs. Got a place to wash your clothes up. And we have a couple of bathrooms here. A couple of rustic style bathrooms. I love that. I love that tub. That tub's one of my favorite tubs because it looks so just homemade. You can use it in all sorts of different off the grid sort of setups. That too. The toilet's the same way, right? And that sink. All three pieces work very well for off the grid. Down here on the first floor, let's see here. Let's take a look at this room first. Got enough room here. I think we can kind of go in a bit like this. Kind of take a look around here. It looks pretty good. It's very nice. This back here looks really cool. The ship is like half, you know, submerged in water there. That's cool. Very, very cool. There's our cabinet. Got a great look back over here, though. This looks very good. This is a nice setup, nice room to hang out in. The bar room, the bar proper. It's got a nice feel. Again, you know, this could definitely be just a place in Sulani, right? You could use this in Sulani if you wanted to. You could use it for an old sort of swashbuckling type of place, you know, set back in the 1700s, kind of a pirate sort of cove place. Or you could use it in modern day Sulani as kind of a touristy sort of place where you could kind of hang out. Couple bathrooms, in fact. Couple of public restrooms, a little place to maybe prove that you are worth your medal as a pirate, maybe. Have a couple of challenges between each other. And then it's a nice setup out here. The landscaping looks good. Sort of like, you know, clutter and stuff looks very authentic, suits it very well. Because it definitely has a sense that maybe this was the main unit, and then at some point, you know, they added this and this, maybe some of these ship pieces, you know, so over time they kind of built onto it. And that gives it a really nice feel of history and of having been here for a while. So we're going to slide in here to the spirits of the island. We're going to go right on up here. Ah, it does look very good. I love this. The details are nice. In fact, the way they've done these details is really nice. These are each individual pieces. We can go into build mode real quick and take a look here. See, these are individual pieces, and they have brought them into place to create, you know, these sort of corbels that come out from the sides of the building. Very nice, very cool, very well done. So I'm very, very impressed with that. They did a great job with that one. What is that? Oh, okay. Nice, 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 nice. I love that. I have not seen these in debug before. These particular objects right here. Those are so awesome. Those are very cool. And the way they've put the fire pit here in the middle is, again, ingenious. Very, very good thinking. I have seen these sort of debug items. I love to use those. Their placement here is, again, pretty genius. The way this is built out over the water. And then you've got these coral reefs to look at as part of a spa. Great idea. Come up here and do some solitary meditation. That's a good idea. What's that? That's a candle. Oh, whoops. Shoot, what did I just do? I don't want to break it already. Let me get back here to live mode. Here down below, we have a restroom, like a bathroom, shower, toilet, sink, well outfitted for a spa. We've got some more meditation spots here for maybe group meditation. That's very cool. Nice plants, nice fruit, great, you know, it's a great look. I mean, spas are supposed to be kind of simple, and this one really, though, carries off a very sophisticated simplicity. I feel like it feels like a spa. So it feels like very simple sort of luxury. Here on the first floor, we're going to have maybe, again, sort of a group meditation area. Now, one thing that's kind of odd, because this is a spa, and this stuff's all from Spa Day, there's no, like, massage tables. I don't know if that's because we're kind of carrying off, you know, the sort of fantasy feel. So maybe massage wouldn't fit in with, you know, 1700s, 1800s sort of, or early 1900s meditation, Asian meditation. I don't know if massage wouldn't fit there or not, or if there just wasn't room. Simply fantastic build. It feels very welcoming, very warm. We've got a great setup here. This is nice. You know, this sort of offering area, this sort of almost altar sort of area to the gods. A nice build, great build. This is a small lot, and I think they fit in a really great spa, and especially a really great look onto this lot. So I think they've done a lot with what they had to work. Maybe they have a basement here with like kids' toys and stuff in it, because usually you have to put in like, you know, a jungle gym or something like that. Let's go up here and take a look from the top. It feels very Sulani. It feels super Sulani, but it also has a great sort of Asian influence to it, almost sort of Polynesian or Indonesian. Indonesian's the other word that pops into mind. Kind of look to it. You know, if you think of Bali, kind of feels like that, right? Kind of has that feel. Things up on stilts, out on the water, palm trees kind of growing up beside it. Looks really, really good. I am really impressed here. This is a good build too. We've got a kind of, you know, two-story cupola there. Drop us down once more on each side. See when we hit, there we go. Now we're going to hit our floor. We've got an area kind of framed out here. Now, I suppose you could do meditation here. You could put something from paranormal back there, maybe to do a seance or something. This is the Witch Doctor's Park. That'd be awesome. I like this, you know, around this enlarged kava bowl. Again, gives a kind of feeling of, you're going to come here, it's kind of a seance, right? Kind of a sort of mystical experience. It looks cool. So look at that. That looks awesome. If we put the roof up on it, because these roofs for Sulani do have some texture on the ceiling, That looks really good. I really do like that a lot. Everything looks cohesive. It looks like it belongs together. Got our cauldron back here in the very back, right? Got a great cauldron. So we can do some true witch doctoring. Now, go back into regular mode here. Can see we down there's our chess table. That's how they fit that in. That works really good. We've got a nice setup here, nice look. Everything fits together really well. Very, very well. Like how the windows are closed for this room, right? You're going to keep this stuff kind of private, kind of secret. You don't need everybody seeing you make magic with that cauldron there. Really like the way that is done. Can you see that from the outside? I guess not. But I like the way it's framed here with this piece from back too. That's very cool. Got a great room to hang out in there. Let's take a look down here. This is cool. Love that, right? Here's how we can hide some of the park stuff. Just put it underwater. That's awesome. Yeah, you need an easel. Fucking throw that thing underwater. Throw it underwater. I wonder where the kid's toy is. You know, just toss this stuff underwater. Why not? That's a good idea. It's actually a really good idea. I love it. I have not a problem with that. I really don't like the fact with parks you have to have all of these sort of like requirements for it. This room here is going to be our bathroom, and it's a full bathroom with even a place to wash your clothes. I don't tours, but it is true. You could make this a house really easily, and it would be a pretty cool house. I mean, I think it would be really cool to live in this sort of structure out over the water. Kind of half open, half closed. It's got a good look. Here on this floor is where we have our picnic table. Again, a great way to integrate it, though. Great way to kind of tuck it into the build. I really like this. Again, and all of this stuff. I mean, game, please stop. Please. Stop decorating everything for the holidays. Stop it. Because there's no holiday basket, you know, or group of crates on this lot. It just auto decorates everything, you know, that's a public lot like that for the holidays. And I don't know how to turn it off, I guess, quite obviously, since it is on. So, as I said, just pretend that all of these decorations aren't here. Let's look at this lot. It's got a great European colonial feel to it, kind of almost a Dutch colonial. For some reason, it feels that way to me. Lots of area back here to like entertain and hang out with your friends, right? If you're going to use this as a rental, you might be wanting to have a big old party. There's a great place to hang out laundry and do laundry and stuff back here as well. Something tells me this would probably be a pretty good house for someone to use if you want to use it as a real home. You could fill that in and use ladders to use these as rooms if you wanted to, of course. Now, right here, we have right off the bat a sort of, again, inn-type setup. Little small rooms with single beds. Perfect, though, for a rental. What can I say? That actually is perfect for a rental because that's what people look for in rentals, right? Lots of beds, lots of places to sleep. Especially for a vacation rental. Looks nice, though. Not bad. Not bad at all. We've got a bathroom back here. Little small, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. That works perfectly well. Wouldn't have any trouble with it. Got a great bedroom here with a double bed. And that's kind of like in a little separate house. That is kind of cool. See when we go up like that, you know, it's got almost like a little barn structure. That's very cool. I love that. Over here in the main room, we have something a bit like a check-in desk, so it's a little bit like a hotel. I get it. Yeah, that's cool. I do like that. Give it some authenticity. This is a cool room in here. I mean, it looks really, really good. Again, this could be for like the 1700s, right? 1700s, 1800s, sort of swashbuckling. And they've used kind of a little bit of these older items to kind of tie into that feel and thought. Or you could use it in modern day. Definitely could use it in Sulani in modern day. It's kind of a rental as well. A sort of themed rental. It looks very cool. Double bed and a small bathroom. We've got a big communal bath over here. That's kind of cool. I like that. You know, communal bath definitely fits sort of camping vibe. And it fits a more 1700s, 1800s vibe because that's what you would have had. You pretty much would have had, if you had any bathing at all, it would have been communal, right? So, very cool. Nice setup. Some treasure chests. Maybe it's more of a storeroom. Yeah, more of a storeroom. I thought it was an office because maybe they were meaning that to be a desk. But nah, I think it's supposed to be more of a storeroom, which is fine too. It has a really cool look to it. I like how they've set it up. Very, very nice. In the meantime, please hit like, subscribe, and notify if you've enjoyed this tour. Check out other things on my channel. Sometimes I have real travel videos on my channel, in addition to traveling through the Sims worlds, along with a few other things. And then, of course, Sims content. I do a lot of Sims content. Rarely I do other gaming content as well. That's pretty rare. So please hit like, subscribe, and notify. And in the meantime, as always, as I always say every single episode, thank you for watching.